Three terms used in economy very frequently. First is progress, economic growth, and economic development. What are those? Progress, growth, and development. Three terms used in economy very frequently. They are progress, growth, and development. Now, what does this mean, economic progress? Economic progress means both economic growth as well as economic development. But when you talk about economic growth, it is different from the economic development. It is not necessary that any economy which is growing, it is developing too. Let's take an example to understand what is economic growth. Let's take an example. Let's say the total production of total value of food production in India in this present year is X. Is what is X. Okay? And the total value of food production in the previous year was Y. Okay. Now, if X is greater than Y, means the present total value of food production is greater than the total value of food production in the previous year, then the economy is growing. If X is greater than Y, if 2021 is greater than 2020 food production, then the economy is growing. Okay? So this is called economic growth. If total value of food production of in 2021 is greater than total food production of 2020, means economy is growing. Okay, you understand what is the meaning of economic growing or economic growth? Now we can measure the total value of food production in tons. Okay, in tons. Similarly, the growth of road network in the country, can be measured in kilometers. Total value of economy can be measured in monetary terms. As well as we can calculate per capita income of a nation in monetary or currency terms. Okay? Now, economic growth is a quantifiable progress. Economic growth is a quantifiable progress. Quantifiable means we can measure it in quantity terms. Now, how to measure economic growth or how to measure economic growth rate? Now the question is how to measure economic growth rate. Now let's take an example. Economic growth rate. Economic growth rate. Suppose a dairy farm industry produces 100 liter of milk in a year. 100 लीटर इन 2020 2020 में 100 लीटर मिल्क वो प्रोड्यूस करता है. एक कोई डेयरी फार्म इंडस्ट्री है. इन द नेक्स्ट ईयर मीन्स 2021 it produces 105 liter of milk. Okay, it means 5 liter of milk is increased in the present year with respect to previous year. Means if we calculate this economic growth rate of the dairy farm industry, then it will be growth rate is equal to 105 liters minus 100 liters divided by 100, because it is the previous one. 100 liters is the previous one of 2020. So we write it in the denominator and we subtract this denominator from the numerator also, and we will calculate its percentage. It will come 5%. Means 5% is the economic growth rate of the dairy farm industry. Okay, you understand this? Now, what is the definition of economic growth rate? So, we can write this, that economic growth rate is an annual concept with a clear reference. We can say this, that economic growth rate is an annual concept with a clear reference to the period for which it is used. Here in this case, what is the reference period? What is the reference period here in this case? 2020. This 2020 is the reference period. We are taking it as a reference. We are taking it as a reference. 2020 we are taking it as a reference. We are subtracting this reference from the numerator. We are subtracting this reference from the numerator and dividing it to, and then multiplying into 100, so that we can obtain the percentage of the economic growth rate. Okay, so if we want to write the definition of the economic growth rate, it will be like this: economic growth rate is the annual concept with a clear reference to the period for which it is used. Okay, now you understand the economic growth and economic growth rate also. Now we will come to the economic development. What is the economic development? Economic development Now, one question every economist asks is how to increase income of a nation or a country. Very simple answer to this question is to increase the production of an economy. If we increase the production of an economy, its income will increase, and automatically, if the income is increased, the living standard of people of that nation, of that particular nation, will also enhanced, will also increased. Means, if you are increasing production, you are increasing income, and once income is increased, standard living standard of people will, of nation or people will increase. Hence, the nation is developed. Hence, the nation is developed. Now, economic development depends upon four indicators. First is nutrition, क्या खाते हैं लोग. सेकंड, हेल्थ, स्वास्थ्य क्या है लोगों का. थर्ड इज एजुकेशन, क्या पढ़ते हैं लोग, कितने समझदार हैं लोग. फोर्थ इन अदर वेरिएबल्स ऑन विच क्वालिटी ऑफ पीपल डिपेंड्स. Other variables on which quality of life of people depends. So there are four indicators of economic development. What are these? What are they? Four indicators. First is nutrition. Second is health. Third is education. And fourth is other variables on which quality of life of people depends. Okay. Now, it does not mean that higher economic growth will automatically brings in higher economic development. It means if any nation is economically growing, or any economy has a very good level of economic growth, it does not mean it will be economically developed. Just take a look on the Gulf countries. They have a far higher level of economic growth, but they are not economically developed. So there are many diverse cases of economic growth and economic development. You can have economic growth, but still you are not developed. You can be developed, but still you are not economically, you still don't have a good economically growth. So there are many diverse cases of economic growth and economic development. These are majorly there are three cases of economic growth and economic development. They are higher economic growth and higher economic development. Second, lower economic growth but higher economic development. Third, higher economic, this is the case of Gulf countries, ध्यान दो इस पे, higher economic growth. Gulf countries have a far higher level of economic growth, but they are economically underdeveloped. But lower economic development, lower economic development. This means even you have a high level of economic growth, but you are not focusing on the other parameters of development, that is education, health, nutrition, you still be a underdeveloped economy. With having a higher per capita income, you just can't say that economy is developed. The economy will get developed when you have all the parameters in good range. You should have a per capita income also good. You should have the nutrition level also good. You should have the education parameter also good. And you should have the health component of the nation also good. For higher income, for higher economic growth and higher economic development, we need conscious steps. We need conscious efforts. If any nation is not having a effective government policy, then it is not possible to have a higher economic growth as well as higher economic development. And from here comes the concept of welfare economies. This third case, higher economic growth but lower economic development. Higher economic growth but lower economic development. You have a high level of per capita income of that economy, of that nation, of that particular country, but you are economically underdeveloped. Hence, this gives a new branch of economics, a new side of economics, that is welfare economics. You have to give importance, you have to give priorities to the education, nutrition, and health also, for having a economically developed nation. So this give birth to a new branch of economics, क्या कहते हैं उसे? वेलफेयर इकोनॉमिक्स. इतना समझ में आ रहा है? Now, how to measure the economic development? The main question is this, that how can we measure the economic development? Is there any system to measure the economic development of economies? Then I will say yes. In 1990, UNDP published the Human Development Report. United Nations Development Program UNDP has published Human Development Report in 1990. And that Human Development Report includes a Human Development Index HDI, and that was the first attempt to measure the value and level of economic development of economies. In 1990, UNDP published the SDR Human Development Report. Now see, I will add this word measuring. Okay. Now, measuring economic development, we are measuring it through Human Development Report or Human Development Index. What we do? We measure the economic development. And now we will see how we measure the economic development or how we calculate the SDI. First of all, UNDP produced SDR Human Development Report in 1990. Okay. Now, who published it? Who published the Human Development Index? Who were the person? Who were the man behind this UNDP? Mahbub ul Haq is Pakistani. And Inge Kaul. These two were famous economists who developed the Human Development Index to measure the value of the level of economic development of economies. Second thing which is important in the SDI in Human Development Index is goalposts. What are goalposts? The minimum and maximum value of HDI, the minimum and maximum value of Human Development Index are called goalposts, within which the value of different economies is shown. Between the range of this goalpost, the value of economic development of different economies is shown, presented. Okay, so the minimum goalpost is 0. Minimum goalpost is 0. Maximum goalpost is 1. Okay. Now, what are the parameters to calculate HDI, Human Development Index? So, there are 3 parameters to calculate Human Development Index. They are there are 3 parameters to calculate HDI. First is education, second is health, and third is living standard of people. ये क्वेश्चन आ चुका है यूपीएससी में, इसलिए ध्यान रखना. व्हाट आर द 3 पैरामीटर्स टू कैलकुलेट एसडीआई? एजुकेशन, हेल्थ एंड लिविंग स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ पीपल. ये क्वेश्चन आया, प्रीलिम का क्वेश्चन है. मैं करवाऊंगा इस चैप्टर के बाद, मैं प्रीलिम के क्वेश्चंस करवाऊंगा जब भी, तो मैं आपको बताऊंगा कि ये क्वेश्चन यहाँ से आया है. बिल्कुल डिट्टो क्वेश्चन है. व्हाट आर द 3 पैरामीटर्स टू कैलकुलेट एसडीआई? ऑप्शन वर गिवन: एजुकेशन, हेल्थ एंड लिविंग स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ पीपल. So we have to mark the option, appropriate option. By main answer to that question is this only. 3 parameters are education, health, and living standard of people. Now, we'll first look at the education. Now, first we will measure the education component. Education component is measured by 2 indicators. Education component is measured by 2 indicators. First is mean of years of schooling. Now, this is for adults aged 25 years. Okay. Now, what we do in the first indicator, mean of years of schooling, especially it is framed for the adults who are aged 25 years. Now, this is estimated data based on consensus and surveys of UNESCO Institute for Statistics database and Barrow and Lee methodology according to 2010. मतलब कि 25 साल के एडल्ट लोगों ने क्या क्या डिग्रियां ली हैं, क्या क्या क्वालिफिकेशन है उनकी एजुकेशनल क्वालिफिकेशन क्या क्या है उन एडल्ट्स की 25 साल तक. कितने डॉक्टर्स हैं, कितने इंजीनियर्स हैं, कितने मास्टर्स के लिए परस्यू कर रहे हैं। तो ये सब हमें कहां से मालूम चलता है? फर्स्ट इंडिकेटर से। फर्स्ट इंडिकेटर से हमें मालूम चलेगा कि कितने पॉपुलेशन इंजीनियर्स हैं, यहां से मालूम चलता है। कितनी पॉपुलेशन डॉक्टर्स हैं, मेडिकल परस्यू कर रही है, कितनों ने फैशन डिजाइनिंग करा है। ये सब चीज हमें फर्स्ट इंडिकेटर से मालूम चलता है। सेकेंड थिंग, सेकेंड इंडिकेटर इज expected years of schooling. This means expected years of schooling. It is basically designed for the children entering the school. This data comes from the age of the enrollment of the students, of the children's. Like in class 1, the age of student is 7 years, class 2 8, 3 9, 4 10, 5 11, 6 12, 7 13, 8 14, 9 15 and 10 16. At each level of educational schooling, at each level of schooling, whether it is class 1 or class 2 or class 3 or class 4, class 5, class 6 or class 7, the data is being made according to their age. At which age of the children attended the class 1, that is age number 7. So in this way the data is being made, being framed. So the expected years of schooling is capped at 18 years. मतलब कि 18 साल तक बच्चे स्कूल जाते हैं। उसके बाद की एज में लोग हायर एजुकेशन लेते हैं, कोई इंजीनियर्स बनते हैं, कोई डॉक्टर्स बनते हैं, कोई फैशन डिजाइनिंग करते हैं। तो 18 साल 18 इयर्स क्या रखा गया है? स्कूल एज ऑफ स्कूलिंग कह लो, एज ऑफ स्कूलिंग रखा गया है। 18 इयर्स एज ऑफ स्कूलिंग। ये बात आई समझ में? एजुकेशन समझ में आया? तो इसका एक डेटा तैयार होगा। ठीक है। नाउ द नेक्स्ट parameter is health. The health parameter is calculated by the life expectancy at birth component of the SDI. मतलब अगर कोई इंसान जन्म लेता है तो वो कितने मिनिमम साल तक वो जीवित रहेगा और कितने वो मैक्सिमम साल तक वो जीवित रह सकता है। मान लो मैं जन्म लिया तो यूएनडीपी क्या कहेगी कि रिपोर्ट के अनुसार कोई भी इंसान 20 साल तक तो मिनिमम जिंदा रहेगा ऑन एन एवरेज, और मैक्सिमम वो 83.57 ईयर्स के लिए जीवित रहेगा। जो अभी का प्रेजेंट डेटा है वो मैं आपको बता रहा हूं। तो हेल्थ कंपोनेंट, हेल्थ पैरामीटर कैसे कैलकुलेट होता है? लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी, मतलब एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं लोग एस्टिमेट लगाते हैं, एस्टिमेशन लगाते हैं, तो इसको कैसे कहेंगे? द हेल्थ पैरामीटर इज measured by the life expectancy at birth component of the SDI. Health parameter is measured by the life expectancy at birth component of the HDI. और इसके गोल पोस्ट क्या है? मतलब कि अकॉर्डिंग टू द डेटा एसडीआई रिपोर्ट, कोई भी इंसान मिनिमम कितने साल तक जीवित रहेगा और मैक्सिमम कितना जीवित रह सकता है। तो ये एक गोल पोस्ट हम लोग फ्रेम कर रहे हैं। तो प्रेजेंट गोल पोस्ट क्या है हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट में, हेल्थ पैरामीटर में? द गोल पोस्ट ऑफ हेल्थ पैरामीटर is 20 years, ये मिनिमम है, और 83.57 ये मैक्सिमम गोल पोस्ट है। ठीक है। Now the next component is living standard of people component parameter. Now the next parameter is living standard of people. Now living standard of people is measured by gross national income per capita at purchasing power parity in US dollars. Okay, gross national income is different from GDP. If the question arises that in SDI we use GDP, UPSC asks question that in SDI we use GDP per capita at triple P, you will say no, we use GNI, gross national income. There is a difference between GNI and GDP, which I taught you in my previous economics lecture. You go there and see what is the difference between GNI and GDP. In HDI, we use gross national income, GNI, not GDP. Okay? So, the health component or health parameter is measured by gross national income per capita at purchasing power parity in US dollars instead of GDP per capita at triple P. How will we write this? Living standard of people parameter is calculated or measured by gross national income or GNI ग्रॉस नेशनल इनकम और GNI per capita at purchasing power parity triple P in US dollars instead of GDP per capita at triple P, which is same purchasing power parity. Okay. Now, the minimum goalpost means the minimum income of the people in this whole world according to the HDI Human Development Index is $100. This is the minimum income, and maximum is $87,478, which is the present value in HDI. Maximum income of a people of maximum income of a person is $87,478 and minimum income is $100. These both are goalposts of living standard of people parameter. Okay, these both are goalposts. Okay. Now we have three different values of three parameters. Now we will take geometric mean of all these three values of different parameters, and we will obtain a composite index. That index is the HDI, Human Development Index. The scores for three HDI parameters. The scores for three HDI dimension indices are then aggregated into a composite index using a geometric mean. अब ये जो तीन वैल्यू आई हैं, इन तीनों का हम लोग क्या लेते हैं? ज्योमेट्रिक मीन लेते हैं. ठीक है. जैसे कि एजुकेशन, प्लस हेल्थ प्लस लिविंग स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ पीपल और नेशन, इन तीनों का ज्योमेट्रिक मीन लेंगे. और इस ज्योमेट्रिक मीन से जो वैल्यू आएगी वो होगा इनका HDI ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स की वैल्यू. और इस वैल्यू से तैयार होगा रैंकिंग. और ये रैंकिंग कौन तैयार करता है? ये सब तैयार कौन करता है? UNDP. अब UNDP ने इन रैंकिंग के हिसाब से कंट्रीज को 3 समूह में बांटा है। मतलब कि 3 कैटेगरीज में क्लासिफाई करा है यूएनडीपी ने। थ्री कैटेगरीज of economies according to human development index values. First is high human development countries, उसकी वैल्यू कितनी है? 1 से लेकर के 0.800 इज हाई ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट कंट्रीज। 1.00 से लेकर 0.800। सेकेंड इज मीडियम ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट कंट्रीज, इसकी वैल्यू कितनी है? 0.799 से 0.500। एंड थर्ड इज लो ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट कंट्रीज, इसकी वैल्यूज क्या है बाबू लोग? 0.499 से 000। ऐसे ये क्लास खत्म होती है। अगली क्लास में हम लोग ग्रॉस नेशनल हैप्पीनेस करेंगे, GNH करेंगे। ठीक है।